Hey, welcome back. I think it's about time to start doing a little work to the Mustang again. Although it's only the beginning of September, things are starting to wind down a little bit. But this is where I'm at on that patch. I'm pretty sure this is where I left off. And you see me take the fender and kind of give it a little wailing. So you can see, trying to get that straightened out. It's real close now. I still got a little sanding to do. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this in primer because it helps me find my defects a lot easier. So that's what I'm gonna do next. I'm just gonna go ahead and spray this. Get some high build primer on here and start working out some of these little things. I don't think there's much there. I mean, that feels really pretty good. It's got a nice curve to it now and stuff, but yeah. Let me get some primer on this. Okay, primer's down. Some spots a little dry. Must not have had it mixed right, which I don't understand. The first time I used it, it was fine. But yeah, you can see that line. It's not looking too bad. Not all pushed in now. It's pretty good. Go ahead and get this sanded and fix my other little imperfections I found here and there and move on. Good. I've got spots that I still have to take care of. There's high spots. High build primer will probably take care of most of that. This is really looking good. This line's really looking good. So I'm pretty happy with the outcome of this fender so far. I'm really glad I was able to save it instead of having to throw it out. But I also want to show you something else going on. I brought my door in so I can start working on the doors once I get that fender taken care of. Looking at this door, I can obviously see there's body filler in there. Somebody's already worked on this door. I can see rust hole. I've never seen this, but like I say, I'm new to Mustangs, so I don't know if this is how the bottom of the doors are supposed to look. The other door looks the same way, so I assume it does. But I'm gonna go ahead and start working on this door next, after I get the fender taken care of, and only after I get the fender taken care of. The car's been sitting and really getting the dirt on it now. You know, fortunately, it just has to sit for the summer. I have other things going on. I'm going to show you a quick video. My 70 Cutlass, like I said, I sold it. You'll see the video of it rolling down the driveway. And it went to Florida. Last I heard, he had made it home at 3 o'clock in the morning. So good for him. Also want to fill you on something else going on. As you can see behind me, it's a car trailer. I told my wife I was not going to buy any more project cars, and I'm not. But if you would have seen in my past video a while back, I want to say months ago, I had pulled a 1941 Chevy out of a guy's yard. The video's up for that. And I showed you a video of other cars sitting in the yard. And this weekend, I had bought 2 other cars from him. I had bought the 54, I believe it's a 54, Chevy, sitting there. We're gonna pull that out of there. And next to it was a 70 Cutlass SX. And in case you guys aren't familiar with the SXs, it was basically a 442 in disguise. What they did is they tried to beat the insurance companies back in the 70s. So the SX, the insurance company just considered it a Cutlass Supreme, but it was really, had the big block 455, the 400 tranny, and the posi rear end in it. It had all the goodies that a 442 would have had. So We're gonna pull that out of the woods too. I say woods, but it's actually a tree line where the guy lined them all up and the weeds and everything are starting to take over. Hopefully he'll clear some of that out and it'll make it easier for us to grab those and get them out of there. I think I have everything on the trailer I'm going to need. I'm hoping that since they all have wheels and tires on them but are just sunk in the ground, that we'll be able to use a tractor to pull them out of their ruts where they're sitting and kind of get them out in the yard a little better, out in the field, yard, whatever you want to call it. And my big winch there should pull them on the trailer with no problem. I am taking some plate steel with me to put down on my ramps, so hopefully the tires will slide on the steel instead of having to hit each one of those rungs on those ramps. So that's my goal, is to get those 2 cars out of there this Sunday. But I took my wife to Shipshewana, Indiana. You guys ought to look that up. It's a huge, huge flea market. It's a monster. My feet were burning when we got done at that place. But you know, you got to keep your wife happy so that when you drag cars home, she's not yelling and screaming about what the hell are you gonna do with that? You know, why'd you waste the money on that crap and stuff? But they're not project cars. I'm planning to either sell them as whole or part them out like I did the 41, and we'll go from there. He did have a old 30-something, I want to say 38, 39 Hudson Terraplane out there, which I went and looked at, and it's so far gone and so much into the tree line. I mean, there's trees growing into the grill, there's trees growing through the bumpers, there's trees everywhere. You can't even get close to the car. The thorn bushes and things are just terrible. And somebody had shot at it, and he was a little upset about that, but there was probably 30 bullet holes in that car, through the glass, through the doors, through the fenders. Someone had really shot that up. And it was basically a scrap car. That's one of those ones where you go into the forklift, pick it up, throw it on a trailer, and haul it right to the scrap yard. And I don't have a forklift, so that's not going to happen. All right, I'm back. I had to run in the house, get a shower, get a shave. I was feeling pretty crappy there. But pick up where I left off there. Just wanted to give you a quick update. This is a really short video. I don't even think it'll make 10 minutes by the time I'm done. But like I said, I just wanted to update you on what's going on. When I go pick up the Chevy and the SX, I will do my best to videotape that for you. I'm pretty sure I can get video of it, and I'll post that up as we go. I do have a car show coming up the day before we go pick up these cars, so hopefully I'll throw a car show video in there before you actually see us hauling these cars out. I always tell my brother it's an adventure. I'm sure he's going to be going with me, and I'll probably get a hold of my nephew. My nephew just kind of like tagged along, and he's a big help. He really is. So we'll get that taken care of. But hey, if you've enjoyed this video, please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Later.